Here we go, continuation of part 2. Finishing the patch on the inside crack. Whew, it's cold. Let me look at this since I fixed it. Yeah, I've got to bring this out a little bit. Bring this out just a little bit. Oh yeah. I will be writing this thing very soon. Very soon. Alright, let me no way. That actually worked. I hope my little rubber stopper doesn't fall off of there. Alright. Yeah. No, it's not safe. Oh, it's cold. I'm gonna have to go get my hat. I'm gonna go get my hat. Well, I just realized I'm wearing a hoodie. Hey, where'd my string go? Man, the string got pulled out, I think. Because I know when I was recording before, the string was hanging off of one side. I think my wife washed it and the string came out. Alright. Just waiting for that to heat up. Ooh, it's cold. Yeah, this thing's got the little Sonar Shield is what they call it, I think. So you can set your fish finder, whatever, in here. It's got all these little holes for what do you call it? Little holes for mounting stuff. I don't think they go all the way through. It's got a ruler here that goes up to 20. I guess that's so you can measure redfish. I don't understand what this is. It's 15 inches. Goes up to 50. Maybe there's something back here that you can lift. I don't know. I have a ruler here anywhere. Oh. Very strange. I thought I had a ruler or tape measure or something. I gotta organize my mess here. I'll do that later. Oh, that's why it looks different. I covered everything with this. I guess the wind blew it off. Let's see. Are we hot yet? Oh, we're hot. I think what I need to do is just start at one end and go from there. Oh, sorry about that. I was using my flashlight before, and realized that it was whiting out the video. So the purpose of the flashlight was so that I could see what I was doing. But when I realized it was messing up the video, I decided not to use it anymore. I'm not going to make like an hour of this, an hour or two of this pressing in the mesh nonsense in the video. So I'll let you watch what I'm doing here for a few minutes. And I'll come back once I've got a lot more done. All this over here is done. Well, not done because I need to cover it with more plastic, but the mesh part is done. Yeah, that's sizzling. I think some water dripped in there. Alright, this is where I'm at. This is just tacked in. It's not, none of this is sealed yet. I've only done that much of it. We'll be back to this in a little bit. And I'm using the Home Depot wood burning tool. Ice is melting. Oh, that's what it is. There's moisture inside the cover. Alright, talk to y'all later. There's moisture. I kind of got tired of bending over to work on it, so I got me a little chair. I ratchet strapped it to the cover just to keep it sideways. This is a lot more comfortable than what I was doing a while ago. Alright. The sun is actually coming out, keeping me warm, so. And my cover here is making noises like it's raining, but all it is it's thawing out. I was gonna hang this thing from up there, and when I started pushing on the middle of that, I don't know if you can see it, but made a little hole in the top. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to seal it, tape it, do something with it. The thing is trying to get up there. That's, I think, 6 or 7 feet from one end to the other. So that's another problem I created. I'll figure something out. Yeah, this mesh is working really good. I think those kits, what do you call it? The plastic welding kit. The mesh that comes in there is stainless steel. But I didn't have any of that available, and I didn't want to go look for it either. Not look for it, but shop for it. Ooh, sizzling some bacon. It's just where water from the cover dripped into the kayak while it was laying here. All right. Excuse me. Talk to you in a bit. Alright, I've got all the mesh down, and I'm starting to put plastic over the mesh. That little white area you see right there, that's about an hour of work. Because you got to go very slowly, because you got to make sure that the surface underneath is hot. Before you press this down, otherwise it doesn't hold. So it's a process, a long process. See, look at this. What's going on here? My tip is loose. See, if I just do this, what I'm doing right here, none of this is going to stick. I mean, I've already stuck it underneath, yes, but if I was just to heat the plastic and smear it like this, when I'm going over here, this is not hot, so it's not going to stick to it. It's just going to smear over it. So I got to heat this area first, and then bring me some plastic down there. Oy. I got heat underneath. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And I gotta heat this too, I guess. I don't know why I said I guess. I know. Then when I put it on there, see, it's all smearing together. So now I gotta go over the whole patch again. This time, coating it with plastic. I knocked a chunk of that big barrel over there off of. I tried everything to get one piece to stick to another piece. What's funny is when you heat this, it goes crystal clear. Crystal clear. I mean, you can see through it. And then once it cools, it turns white again. But I don't know, that stuff didn't work because I cut all those strips because I was going to run those strips across. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to have to keep working at it the way I'm doing it. Just see how that lifted up? Look at that. That means it wasn't hot underneath when I pressed that down. That would have just been an air gap in there. I mean, I hadn't melted that part anyway, but you get the idea. I don't know if you heard my stomach make that weird noise just now. I mean, once you got it stuck, you know, right now I'm just smoothing the surface out. Wait, I thought I had a piece in here. Oh, I guess I already melted it up. What I'm doing is I'm just cutting little chunks off like this. Melting them in place. See, it hasn't reached the bottom yet. I haven't melted through that piece yet. So now I gotta make sure that it connects to the bottom one. And lift it up. See, I gotta heat the surface I'm gonna put it on. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's a very important fact of melting or welding plastic. Both surfaces have to be the right temperature. So you gotta work your surface. Surface is not hot, glue's not going to stick. Kind of like when you're using a kayak, it's one thing you got to remember. Leash it or lose it. I learned that the hard way. And I'm one of the people that constantly tells people that. Make sure you put a leash on everything. And people just like me who've been kayaking for a while, yeah, I know, I got it. And then we don't. After you go kayaking 6, 8, 10 times, you kind of get a little complacent because you're so used to. Then you get that one rogue wake from a boat in the distance that you don't see coming, and that's what happened to me. I mean, I've been hit by wakes many times, but I just got caught off on guard because I just happened to be at that moment reaching to the back. I think I was reaching back to get a water or something out of the little ice chest I had back there. And right as I reached back, a wave hit the side of a small wave, real small one, hit the side of my kayak. And of course my reaction was to twist my hips in the direction. Basically I twisted my hips and pulled the kayak further over from where the wake hit it, and it just rolled all the way over. And I think that was my third day on my elevated seat. kayak wasn't meant for it. That kayak, I think most kayaks weren't meant for elevated seats unless they're actually built that way. Really wide, really stable, but the really wide, really stable kayaks are very hard to paddle. Well, they're not hard to paddle, but they don't handle as well as the long, skinny ones like this one. I'm saying like this one. I've never used this one yet, but I've had long, skinny kayaks. That really move when you paddle. You get the big, bulky ones like the Hobie. At least from what I've seen, what I've read, what I've heard. Like the pro anglers and stuff like that, they have the paddle system on it. But if that paddle system acts up or goes out on you, now you got to paddle that big thing. And from what I understand, it's not a fun activity. Because I have a 20-foot kayak, and I've paddled that thing in strong winds, even with the rudder system yet twisted all the way to one side. Man, that was a lot of work. Wore me out. I was trying to get away from a storm. Well, not a storm, but I mean, it was just a quick surge of rain. Me and a few other kayakers were way out there at the dam at Bronick Lake. And actually, there's a video on YouTube called Kayaking Bronick Lake in a Storm or something like that. I don't know, it has something to do with the storm. There's the part where I'm paddling, I fast forward it and put that Benny Hill theme song in there. You know, Wacky Sex. In case you don't know what wacky saxophone is. Actually, I think it was one of my daughters that told me the name of the song. I didn't even know it had the name. It was used as the Benny Hill theme song, but I don't think it was made for the Benny Hill show. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. That's something I haven't researched. Alright, here we go. Alright, that's enough watching me melt plastic. So now I'm going to continue melting plastic all the way up. Watching me. Alright, I've got a little progress here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay some of these sheets. Here's how ugly it looks when I'm working on it. And that's how nice it looks when I smooth it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of little ribs in here. Probably just one there and one there. I don't really think it needs that much more, because this is actually built up pretty big. So I figured out a new way of putting my plastic in. I just plunge the iron in here and keep lifting it, and as long as this moves, I know I haven't reached the bottom yet. And then once it starts making, like, I don't know, like if you were to stick your finger in honey and lift it, that's what it kind of looks like. So that way I know that I've adhered this to the bottom. So I just do a little section at a time, and I'm just working my way along. Today I've done about this much here, and that took me about an hour. Half an hour or so. So this is where I'm at. And this is just to show the process or progress or whatever. But all of this is melted to the bottom part, because when I'm working with this, I make sure that, like when I put the iron on here, if I lift, it'll actually pull up the piece, so I know I haven't gone all the way through it yet. Let me demo. So, oh shoot, I just put a bunch of nasty stuff on there. I realized I left the iron on out here. It burned all the plastic on it. Dang it. Let's see if I can use the iron to get that black stuff out of there. Yeah, that looks terrible. See, I don't like when it looks all muddy like that. That's from when the iron is burning. So, here's what I'm doing. See how it's melting in? I'll lift it. See how it's still lifted? The pieces are lifting? As long as that board moves, or that little piece moves, I know I haven't reached all the way through yet. See, there it goes. It's starting to melt the bottom now. Okay. Now I know I'm all the way through, and I melted to the bottom plastic. Then it's just a matter of smoothing it and shaping it. As long as that big piece up there moves, I know I'm not connected to the kayak yet. Yep, see all this. Now I can shape this. And I know it's actually connected to the surface. As I go along, while I'm heating this, it's kind of warming up the... As I'm heating here, it's kind of warming up here, which makes it melt a little quicker. But that's what I'm doing. Because right now, all I'm doing is I'm just covering the mesh with a coat of plastic. That'll melt the hole through the kayak. I haven't done it yet. I don't think I'm going to do it. But just to give you an idea, that's what I'm working on right now. Just to give you an idea. Well, it's finished. Right now I'm just smoothing it out. Aside from this part, I don't know what you call this, a rib or a spar, or I don't know, just reinforcement. This side's done. I'm just kind of smoothing out the surface. You don't want it mean, if you're going to put stuff in here, you're not going to want it scraped up by hard plastic. You meaning me. See how it lifts. It's got to melt through it. Still not hot enough on the bottom. Now it's hot enough on the bottom. See, I'm not doing any shaping right now. Right now I'm just melting. What I want to do is I want to build this up so it has like a little hump there. Rib, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, see, that's not melted to the bottom yet. See, as I go along, I'll lift it back in so that there's more plastic. Because this piece was probably about as long as here. So what I do is, as I melt the end, I lift it and then lay it up on top just to give extra thickness of the plastic. So like I said, this is just a little rib. I'm thinking what I should have done was laid some of that mesh over it. But I'm late for that on this one. Some of this under part heated up. This is actually kind of hot because as I'm pressing it, I can see it deforming as I press it. So, we're good. Yeah, see, it's not lifting it, so it's already stuck, but I'm still going to melt it through like this. Low spot right there. Take some of this and fill it in. Alright. this up so I can move it in. Like that. There we go. I'm trying to build it up, and just trying to build it up in the middle where it's got like a little hump. Just for extra strength. Oh. Had him wake. Alright, let's get this going. Almost there. Now it's sticking to the bottom. That one ain't. Getting closer. Yep, there we are. About as far as this rib's gonna go. Yep, that's on the bottom now. Alright. Yep, feeling good, looking good. Didn't go as far as I wanted it to, but hey, it's a rib nonetheless. that's good. Alright, I think we're there. Aside from a little smoothing, a little sanding. It's funny because it's hard plastic, but it looks like wax. Yeah, aside from a little smoothing out, yeah, I think it's done. Plus I need to press this out and this, well, actually I don't know about all there, but actually this area right here and this right here need to be pressed out just a little bit, because I think this part is okay. So this right here just needs to be pressed out a little bit, and I mean, it's ready for a water test now, but I think there's a couple of spots on the outside that I need to work on still. I'll get back to that in a minute. Well, here's what I'm doing, or what I've done. What I'm doing is I'll heat up the surface here, a little bit of the strip, and then I'll flip it over to where the hot sides meet each other, and then just start melting it. And as I'm heating it up, I'm lifting it, heating underneath. I lift it over, I heat the strip, heat underneath, flip it back down, and then to make sure that all this is actually stuck. Smoothing as much as I can, but I'm also going to hit it with the sander once I finish anyway. So, yeah, there's some mesh on right there. Whoa! So, I need to clean this thing. I'm noticing that if my plastic touches the stem of this thing, it's getting little black things on it, which makes the plastic look a little muddy. And I'm one of those that tells everybody, make sure you keep your iron clean, but once you get going, it's kind of hard to remember to do that. Alright, let me see where I have that mesh at. Right here. Go. There's a little bit right there too. The guy next door is remodeling the house, so I got little strange noises all the time. But being that I remodel houses for many years, I don't even pay attention to it. Alright. Well. I just thought of something. I got my thing here. you can watch from there. Maybe not. So what I do is I heat this. And look at it messing me. Now that it's soft, I can lift it up. It'll heat down here. And up here. Lay it back down. Ow! I just touched myself with the iron. With the iron. See, it's not sticking right there. Now it is. I'm trying to do this with one hand so that I don't block the camera, but my phone's ringing. Well, I'm busy right now, so I'll go check it in a minute. Probably one of those stupid scam calls where they start, their phone number starts with the same 3 digits as mine, which makes you, hey look, it's somebody with my phone number. It's not. That's what they do, they just dial their own prefix until they get somebody to answer, and then they go trying to sell you something or trying to scam you, or I don't know. It's never anything I'm interested in. I'm really not this clumsy at it. It's just that I'm trying to keep the camera in view, in range. See what I'm doing. So this is how I'm coating it with plastic. So this is about what you see right here. From there down to here is a little over 2 hours of work. So you realize this is a lot of work. It's not just throwing it on there. And it's already afternoon, so I'm not going to have time to finish that today. But starting to look pretty good. Thought I was going to say look like something. And it is starting to look like something. Here in the next day or two, I'll be able to, I'll probably take it over to Woodlawn Lake just to see how it handles. I've already started building a rudder system for it. Speaking of which, I need to get some measurements off the back. Hey, I just realized there's a circle over there where I can put another hatch. That's what this kayak needs, is another hole in it. Alright. Yeah, you see it's messy down here, and little by little it's getting a little smoother and a little smoother as I go along, after I get a little practice with it. But Alright. Alright. I think my repairs are done. So, all my strips for welding. Have a look. Already, the part that was pushed in here, I've already pushed it back out. Got a little bit of a dent here. I'm not really worried about it. I guess I could either heat the hell out of this and push it back out, or just fill it in with more plastic. But it doesn't really bother me much. I guess if it didn't bother me, I wouldn't bring it up. But there's my patch. I just added a little more right here. There was that hole, that screw hole that I had messed with before. So here's the inside patch. Haven't sanded it yet. I'm about to do that. Actually, I should do that now. Well, I'm thinking about it. Let's see, where's my sander? There it is. Like I said, it's kind of an aggressive grit, but like I said, I'm gonna, oops, wrong plug. I am going to Actually, here. Take this thing off of here and get it ready for a water test. Man, that's a big kayak. I mean, it's not as big as that, but it's pretty big. I guess that's enough of an angle. Actually, you know what? I was going to say, covered in dust. Shoot. Maybe, I was just thinking, how am I going to see it leak if I can't see under it? I need sawhorses. All right. I'll put one there, one here. Another project. Completed project. Alrighty. Let's see, I need to elevate this one a little more. What do I got? What do I got? Pull this into the back of it. There's always a list to one side. There's a flat part. Is there a flat part? There is no flat part. You know what? This thing's pretty soft. Maybe that's a hip. You son of a bitch. Just need something to hold it on to that side. Tilting that way. Cracking on that side. Yep, there we go. Alright. Get the water hose. Whoa. leak? Or is that just water running off the top? What the hell is this? Oh, it's water running up from up here. Ooh, that scared me. Well, I don't see any leaks. That water's dripping over here, but that's from where I sprayed it on the side. Right here, I don't see any leaks on my crack. Whoa! I'm about to drop the kayak on myself. Uh-oh. I see a wet spot right there. I can fix this before it falls on me. Oh, that was my ankle. Oh, that didn't feel too good. Yep, the water's all the way up here. But I don't see any leaks. I think I'm good. I really don't like that little dent there. But it's just right here. And I'd have to heat up my patch to fix that. So I don't know if I want to mess with it or not. It's not wet at all. See, there's water coming from over there, but that's the scupper hole, so I ain't worried about that. Yeah, we're good. Patch is done. Time for the modifications. Now my modifications can start. Alright. Let's see where we at. Set you over here. I'm going to flip it over and get the water back out of it. There goes the water. Pretty proud of my work. Yep. Time for the modifications to begin. I think I need to go get me some 220 sandpaper. This still feels kind of rough. See this? It's smooth here, and right when it gets to my patch where I sanded it, it's kind of rough. So I'm gonna go get me some 220 or 400 and sand this down. Sand it down and then reheat it. Seal it all off. But we're good. We are good. Not bad if I do say so myself. Yeah. The fun part is rigging it up. See, because I've got this one over here. I patched it all up. This is my safety flag for my kayak. Well, they're all my kayaks. But my Kiwi Angler pontoon kayak is in there. That one's pretty modded up too. Get some of this water out of here. Oh shoot! I pulled a scupper hole, one scupper plug, not the other one. I didn't pull none out from under the seat. Hey, what happened there? Oh, I made those two where they just stay in place. I don't remember whether. Yeah, I made these without the loop. There goes the water. Ah well. But you see here, I've got all my mods on this one. This is definitely a mod that's going on the other one too. The handmade hatch covers. I don't know why that one's got them weird little wrinkles on it, but on it it's covered. Yeah. I'll be rigging this one up too. Had these little plastic plugs here, or plastic screws, and I took those out and I went and bought the right I think they're 1032s, 1032 by half inch or something. And I've already built the rudder system for this one. For that matter, I mean, it looks just like that one. The difference being that this part I kind of curved to where you can take the rudder completely sideways, and the rudder acts as a brake. Oh, excuse. I guess kind of like airplanes have air brakes. I guess I could call that one a water brake. Yeah. All right. Now I can just set it over there and start doing my mods. Let me check out my first mod. Right, where the hell did I put it? Oh, it's over there. Here's my first mod right here. Being that it's a gray and white kayak. I don't know. Huh. Oh, I just thought of something. That looks pretty big back there. Well, I thought I was going to use that here. Maybe not. But then I remembered I've got this oversized crate. It looks like it might fit. Oh my God, look at that. My oversized crate fits in here. It's a little weak. That is amazing. I thought I had a skinny one. You know what? I think I've got one that actually fits there. Brown though, but Are you kidding me? That thing gonna fit in there? I don't know what the stupid bungee here is. I don't like it. I think I'm gonna take it off. I don't know. I have this tall crate, and it looks like it's gonna fit perfect in there. Whenever I see weird looking crates or anything, especially crates, yeah, it's got to untie this. Or maybe not. Let's see. Oh, don't break the crate before you get to use it. Just untie this stupid thing. I don't know why they would put a bungee like this in here anyway. Looks like something I might have done because it's got a figure 8 knot on it. I use those all the time. Come on. Come on, you can let go. Don't be scared. There we go. I had it. Alright. Got an extra bungee there. Look at that. It wedges in. Holy smokes, look at this. Oh, it's not all the way down. But that's nice. Very cool. Shut up, dogs. And actually it does kind of, there are some little brown, kind of brown spots on the, what do you call it? Hey, where are you going? Look at that. Just put me a little, what do you call it, pad eye right here. And a pad eye right there. Holy smokes. Alright. We'll call this the end of part 2. Thanks for watching. Give me a comment, like, subscribe, send me $1. No, really, send me $1. That's all it needed. Again, thanks for watching.